If you've been struggling to pass your prop firm challenges, I promise you this is that video you'll need to watch to help you pass. I've been trading for 6+ years, and within those 6 years, I've taken a lot of prop firm challenges, a lot of which I've failed and a lot of which I've passed. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys my top tips so that you can pass your prop firm challenges the same way that me and these members of my Discord have been doing. Stay tuned for the intro. We're going to talk about it. Let's go.
Yeah, this is where I wanna be. Live my life like a vacation, every night a movie.
You can be whatever you wanna be. You can do whatever you wanna do. All you gotta do is put the work in and sit back and watch your dreams come true. You can be whatever you wanna be. You can do whatever you wanna do. All you gotta do is put the work in and sit back and watch your dreams come true.
All right, y'all, so let's get into it. Here are some of my stats from this trading combine with Top Step. So this was a 100K account, and full transparency, the first one I took, I lost, which is why you see this as a combine reset. And then on the second time around, I made some adjustments. So I'm gonna talk about some of those adjustments while I'm showing you guys the stats. So up here we see this is my account. You see Champagne Trades. You see pass, we got the green banner right here. Congratulations, you passed your trading combine and got a funded account. So let's just talk about it. Top Step, right? So we can see our equity curve here, right? That's first things first. Started off good, had a bad day, and then just smooth sailing up from there. Now with this challenge, I'm not gonna lie, I took my time with it. Y'all see the start date right here. November 8th, and it ended on December 4th. 13 days complete, 13 trading days out of that time period. And my winning day percentage was 92%. So 92% of days that I traded, I won. And I just want to talk about that real quick before I dive into some more stats. So with prop firm challenges, I always tell people to just risk low and take their time, because the number one reason that we be failing these prop firm challenges because we trying to rush to get a payout or rush to get funded so we can show off the certificate. But in reality, that's what they want us to do, right? They want us to rush because then we're going to make emotional decisions. We're not going to be sticking to the plan and trading strategically. So that's what they want. They want us to rush. So I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to risk low. That way I take the prop firm off of a pedestal. See, that's the thing. A lot of people be having these prop firms on a pedestal, and that's where they go wrong because they put in too much pressure on themselves to pass it. But really, it's just you're trading on a demo account, right? You're paying a little bit of money. So we need to take them off a pedestal and know that these prop firms are replaceable. Now, here's the danger with thinking like that. You may do reckless shit because you know the prop firms are easily replaceable. So the thing is, if you take your time and risk low with these prop firms, first things first, before we get into anything else, before we go any further, let me say this. You need to have an edge in the market. If you don't know what your edge is, you do not need to be trying to take these prop firm challenges because you're going to blow your money. You're not going to be able to learn your edge the proper way if you have your emotions on the line. Like a lot of people be saying, oh, don't trade demo because you're not going to have real emotions. But like, bro, fuck all that. Like, trade demo until you perfect your edge and then put your emotions on the line with money and all that, real challenges, whatever you want to call it, because then you're able to learn your edge without having your emotions tied to the market. So then by the time you do bring in your emotions, your edge is already second nature. So you're not having to fight two battles at once, right? That's just my pro tip of advice, because people don't be saying that on the internet. Like, they always want to go on YouTube and make it seem like you got to be trading a real account to actually learn how to trade. And that's so far from the truth. But anyways, yeah, figure out your edge first before you take these challenges. Don't be trying to take these challenges if you don't have an edge. Don't be trying to trade live money, period, if you don't have an edge. Like, it's counterproductive. But anyway, let's get back into it. So 100K account. Let's talk about some of the stats up here, right? It's a 100K account. My profit target was 6K. And I don't ever focus on the drawdown, really. But I think you couldn't lose more than 3K before you blew the challenge. So you had to make 6K without losing 3K. Yeah, let's look at some of these stats. So average winning day, $622. This is a 100K account. And on this account, right, I think I risked like 0.25% until I got over like 4%. Then I started risking like 1%. So yeah, I wanted to really take my time with this and like take it off a pedestal. So let's look at these stats right here. The overview. Y'all see my win rate right here was damn near 80%, 79% for this challenge. Average winning trade, like I said, was around 0.25%. But this is because I take partial. So when I'm doing challenges, right, I won't just risk like 2% and go for a 1-to-1. I'm going to start off small, like 0.25%. That's how I trade, period, even on my live account. Not 0.25%, but I trade small, right, with the initial position, and then I scale in. I add positions as price is respecting order flow in my favor. That way, if it doesn't respect order flow in my favor, I can just cut the trade with a small loss versus just putting 2% on it not going in my favor, then I'm losing the whole 2%. I'm not doing that. So I'd rather start off small and then build as price is showing me that it's going to the level I want it to go to or I anticipate it to go to. So that's where you see the average winning trade, $250. Average losing trade is even smaller than that. So this is a 100K account. My average losing trade is $184. So that's an overview of just like every pair I traded for this challenge. Let's look at the NASDAQ because that's the pair I mainly trade. And the average winning trade, $540. Average losing trade, $978. Now let's talk about this because this average winning number for the NASDAQ mini contract is way lower than the average losing trade. Now, that's because when I'm trading these challenges, right, especially on Top Step, I'm trading the micros and I'm trading EU as well, right? So the majority of the challenge, I trade the micro chart. And then once I got over, like I said, 4%, I started trading the mini NASDAQ, which is a lot more risk. So I took a loss, and that loss was almost 1% here. And then, like I said, with my winning trades, I'm scaling positions. So all of my positions are not going to be the same size. And some of them I cut as price is pulling back because if you're in my Discord and you know the way I trade just like ICT. I trade the Pediarray matrix. So if I'm in profit in a trade and I have added positions on that trade, as price is pulling back against me, as it's disrespecting 3 Pediarrays against me, I'm cutting positions off. And I'm moving stops to break even. I'm managing the trade. A lot of people talk about risk management, but trade management is just as important if you want to be a long-term, consistently profitable trader. So you got to be able to manage the trade. So that's why it looks like that. But we're focusing on a winning trade percentage, 93% on the E-mini NASDAQ. On EU, 75% win rate. And then on the micro chart, 71% win rate, and then overview, all of those numbers combined brings me to a 79% win rate for this challenge. Now, one thing I don't like about Top Step, right, is your best day cannot be greater than half of your total profits. So with Top Step, you cannot make more than your profit target, which is 6% in one day. Let's look at one of the most important stats here, right? Look at my risk to reward ratio. That's a 1.3. A 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio. That's what I'm winning on average. I have an 80% win rate with a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio. Now, there's not a lot of traders out here that have that. I'm not gonna lie. It's either you have a high risk to reward ratio and a low win rate, or you have a high win rate with a low risk to reward ratio. So just to give you insights on what that means, it's like people who usually have like a 80 to 90% win rate, they're usually taking 1-to-1s. People who have a higher risk to reward ratio but the lower win rate, they're usually taking like 1-to-3s, but their win rate is somewhere around like 50%, maybe even lower. And you can still be profitable with that if you add up the numbers. So me personally, I have a high win rate and I have a high risk to reward ratio. And I have that because of the style that I trade. I use higher time frame confluence with lower time frame entries, and that's why this looks like this. So that's amazing to me. My group, my Discord, they have been doing the same thing as far as getting high risk to reward with a high win rate. And we just running through these challenges, man. 2024 is going to be a big year for that reason. And yeah, this was a good challenge. I'm not going to lie. Now, I'm not going to continue to trade this challenge. I'm just going to activate it and probably go for like another 100K challenge. Because that's another thing too. I don't like just trading prop firms because all my eggs are in one basket. If I'm trading my live account and a prop firm account, now the prop firm account isn't super important to me like that. I'm not putting so much pressure on it because I made a video before. Y'all have seen my other prop firm videos if you watch this channel. Like, even though this says 100K, it's only like whatever the drawdown is going to be. That's the only size of the account. So whatever, it says 100K, but you know, it's not going to be an actual $100,000 that you can just like withdraw whenever you want to. So I don't put prop firms on that high of a pedestal. A lot of them be doing shady business anyway, but whatever. Here we are. I'm passing prop firm challenges. My team is passing prop firm challenges with flying colors. I'm gonna actually, let me see. All right, so I'm actually put up a screenshot of the amount of assets under management that my team brought in for the fourth quarter of the year. Really, Q3 and Q4, we went crazy. I'm not gonna lie. We put up some numbers this year. And my Discord, like the whole year, we put up numbers. This is just a screenshot from Q3 and Q4. And like, we've been going crazy all year. So this is like half of, not even half, like a third of what we've done for the year. So I'm excited to see what we're going to do for 2024. But yeah, the important part, like I said, is the risk to reward ratio, 1 to 3, with a high win rate of 80%, right? So that's why, like, the fact that you can't win in one day more than half of your profit target, that's why that was sort of an issue for me. Because I mean, it's not really an issue because you just have to risk smaller. Like, if I'm on average winning a 1 to 3, if I risk 1%, then I gotta cap it at 3%. So I can't take like a 1 to 5 trade, which a lot of times my trades do go for 1 to 5. I can't hold that full trade because Top Step won't count it. So I just had to risk smaller and still do the same thing I do like on my live account, scaling the trades, take high risk to reward trades, have a high win percentage, cut my losses, all that good stuff, all the stuff I talk about on this channel and in my Discord all the time. That's what I did. Now, with this challenge, I just want to show y'all this too. Every trade that I took for this challenge was called in my Discord. So if you were in my Discord, you literally could have copied my trades and got funded, whatever size account you wanted to. Yeah, the before and after, every trade that I call, I take. My losses are here for you guys to see as well in my Discord. Yeah, full transparency. I'm calling the trade before it happens. Let me see. We got the key levels here. I'm just giving y'all like a quick preview of what goes on in my Discord. We got the key levels here where you see I'm calling out levels before price gets to them. So that way my members in my Discord can know exactly what I'm looking for. And the testimonials are all here, man. We literally went crazy this year. I'm not even gonna lie. Next year is gonna be even bigger because a lot of traders in my group, they've been trading like under 2 or 3 years and they putting up these crazy numbers, 150K, like 100K, 300K, 250K. Like, we doing numbers in a group. That's all I'm gonna say. So, all right. So now I just want to talk about some of my top tips when it comes to trading these prop firm challenges. So that way you guys can take this advice, try it on your own, and hopefully succeed. So let's get into it. All right. So like I said before, plenty of times, the number one tip to taking a challenge is you got to find your edge. If you don't have exactly in mind what you're looking for when you go to the market every day, you need to figure that out before you try to take a prop firm challenge. Because all it's going to do is, if you get lucky and get funded without having an edge, you're just going to blow the account once you get it. So we need to focus on finding our edge in the market. Number 2 is we got to risk low. All you got to do to pass these prop firm challenges is not spiral out. Like, when you have a loss in the market, take that loss on the chin and just know, like, you read the market wrong or you got manipulated. Whatever you got to tell yourself to not spiral out. And also know how many trades it's going to take for you to lose to trigger you. Like, what's going to make you spiral out? Like, this is a you versus you game, so we got to know what's going to make us spiral out, right? And we got to know what's going to have us in the best mindset when it comes to trading so that we can perform at our highest ability. Another thing is trade management, right? Like, I take partials, I scale into trades. I'm looking for key levels. I have a long-term target and I have a short-term target, which we like to call, as ICT traders, low-hanging fruit. So I always know where I'm at in the market, right? Trade management is super important when you're taking these challenges, because if you can manage your trade, then you can manage your emotions, right? You got to be able to manage both, and they go hand in hand. Another thing I did on this prop firm challenge, you see it said that I had 13 days complete, is because I only traded the highest probability days of trade, which for me are red folder news days. Like, I be seeing people, even in my group, like, people try to trade every single day, right? But every single day is not high probability. I only trade days with red folder news, and you go to forexfactory.com to see when those days are. But I only trade those days because I'm a scalper, right? I need the market to move for me to make money. I need volatility, and on red folder days, those are going to be the days that have the most volatility. So part of trading, right, especially day trading, getting in and out of a trade the same day, part of the battle is knowing whether or not the trade you're taking is going to have enough momentum to get to your take profit level. I take that out of the equation by trading days that have red folder news, because I know that the market is going to be moving. I know there's going to be action in the market. So I only traded high probability trading days, and I only trade high probability trading times. I only trade macros. If you are an ICT student, or if you're in my Discord, you know exactly what time those macros are, and that's when I like to execute, because during a macro, prices usually 9 times out of 10 is usually going to be hunting some type of liquidity. So you just have to guess if it's going to be buy side or sell side liquidity. And also it can run to rebalance a gap, key level, fair value gap, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, macros and high probability trading days. And another pro tip is, I don't tell people when I'm taking challenges. I advise everybody in my Discord not to tell people when they're taking challenges, because that puts more pressure on you psychologically, and you don't even notice it. That's the kill. Like, I've taken so many challenges where it's like I'm at the finish line and I'll get too excited and jump the gun and tell people like, yeah, I'm about to pass this and that and that, and then I'll blow it and spiral out just because I have that one bad trading day when I'm 1% away from the profit target. So you just gotta, you gotta grind it out. You gotta stick to your grind. Don't tell nobody what you're doing. If y'all have an issue to where you put so much pressure on yourself for not passing challenges, then you just need to put your head down, get all your ducks in a row, and just lock in and pass the challenge. Tell people and celebrate and do all that extra stuff once you get the certificate, man. Really, once you get a payout, because once you get a certificate, the job's not done. But that's still like a big staple to get funded, because it's hard to get funded. I'm not gonna lie. Like, they're asking us to basically double our account without losing half of it. So that's very hard to do. So if you don't have an edge, if you're not a seasoned trader, it's not going to be easy for you to pass a prop firm challenge, especially when they have these type of stipulations to where they're controlling your risk, right? You can't just take one trade on Top Step and pass your challenge. They're not having that. So you got to be a skilled trader to get funded. That's it, really. I mean, when it comes to prop firms, also, you do want to pick the prop firm that fits your trading style the best, right? If you know that you have problems with risk management and you risk a lot, then you can't take a Top Step challenge where you can't make more than half of your profit target in one day, because they're not going to allow you to do it. They're not going to count it. So you got to figure out a prop firm that best fits you. I like futures prop firms for a few reasons over Forex prop firm. We're going to talk about the difference here, right? So Forex prop firms, they cost more money up front. Like, where for this 100K, I paid $100 up front, and I have to pay $100 per month until I pass it. Y'all see I passed it in 1 month, right? So after you pass your prop firm with futures, you just have to pay a one-time activation fee. I haven't activated this yet, but I'm about to. I think it's like $150 one-time fee, and now I have this account. So that's way less than what it would cost to start a Forex challenge. Also, futures is regulated by the CME, so you're not just trading on some random liquidity provider like you would be on a Forex challenge. There's also, with futures challenges, There's resets, right? So let's say I fail this challenge within like the first week or 2 weeks, first day, whenever. Let's just say I failed the challenge before the month is up. So I would then be able to pay, I think it's $79 or something like that, if I can remember correctly, to reset the account. So yeah, versus with Forex, if I lose the account, then I just got to pay the whole extra $400 or $500, whatever it costs to take that challenge again. So that's better for your peace of mind. And with futures, the profit target is only 6%. You still got to double your account without losing half, but I don't really be focusing on a drawdown like a lot of people be doing. I just focus on the profit target because, you know, that's just me. Like, I'm focusing on the end goal. I'm not having a scarcity mindset and worrying about the drawdown, unless it's trailing drawdown, because I know that the market do bounce up and down. So trailing drawdown, I'm not doing. There are people in my Discord that be killing, just running through these trailing drawdown prop firms, but that's not me, because like you see, my risk to reward is usually 1 and 3, and price pulls back. It don't just shoot straight up or straight down for a 1 and 3. So yeah, man, you got to find a prop firm that really fits your trading style, or you have to be a good enough trader to be able to adapt to the prop firm's rules. So yeah, I mean, those are my top tips for taking a prop firm challenge. I'm not sure how many more prop firm challenges I'll take in 2024, but I know my group gonna keep killing it. I'm gonna keep helping people kill it. I'll probably still be taking prop firm challenges. I don't think I'll be taking Forex prop firm challenges. I like futures, especially now that futures have changed the way that they pay out. They used to have a really bad payout system, but now futures prop firms are becoming more popular, just because a lot of people are wanting to trade on a regulated broker. And also, I like trading on TradingView, right? If I'm on a Forex prop firm, 9 times out of 10, if I'm looking at my TradingView, right, because we all look at TradingView to mark up our charts, and then I go on MT4 to place a trade, the price points be completely different. So it's a lot less of that when you're trading futures prop firms, because they allowed you to trade directly on TradingView. There's not like a lot of custom slippages or spreads or none of that crazy stuff that futures prop firms be doing. But yeah, man, I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, we'll see what the future holds when it comes to the changes that these prop firms are making, with everything that happens with like my Forex funds, and just the whole structure of the way that they structure these prop firm challenges in favor of the prop firms. They're not in favor of the traders. So y'all have to keep that in mind, and just know that you got to be really good at passing these challenges, at least to pass them consistently and get payouts, right? Like, anybody can just full margin one trade, get lucky and pass, and then show the certificate on social media. But like, no, we in it for the long term. So this is how you do it. And yeah, that's all I really got for this video. If y'all have any questions or want to join my Discord, the link will be in the description. And if you learned something from this video, make sure you like and subscribe. That way the algorithm will help me to help more aspiring traders. That's all I got. Until the next video, I'm out.